All right, where are we? Where are we at here? That's so funny. All right. Oh man. Okay. We'll try that again. We're just gonna keep going here. I wish I had like more of a Zoom call deal going on here. Maybe one day. I'm gonna figure out a way to stream a Zoom call, I think, is what I want to do. Alright. Take two. I wonder what the hell happened to my internet. Maybe I need to call AT&T and get a new router. That's not annoying at all. Well, I hope some people come back in. I was enjoying a nice chat. Alright, where are we at here? Yeah, the feed kicked out, and I don't know why. I put in a hard line that goes through the electrical outlets, and so there should be no disconnection from the router whatsoever, as opposed to like Wi-Fi, which just doesn't reach this corner of my house very well. And so I don't know if someone touched the router, maybe moving the camera around too much messed with one of the cords. I don't know. So, but we're up, we're back, we're going again. It's like the first time that's happened though, so in 37 streams or so, I'm okay with that. Not the greatest thing to have happen, but for it only happening once in that time, I'm okay. I hope it never happens again. But it's funny because I was just saying, like, I've got the internet for it. I could do, a higher resolution stream and blah, blah, blah. Right? And then, bam, internet just, like, calls me a liar to my face. That was pretty funny. For that to happen right at the moment. Very serendipitous. Alright. We might even get somewhere on this tonight. This wine bottle holster. Alright. Now I don't want to touch the camera for fear that I'll, like, set the internet off again. Because I looked down, right, and all of a sudden everyone was gone. And then I had the big warning flash across the screen. It's like, oh, your internet's down. And I went to check on the computer, like, what the connection was, and there was none. And then as soon as I did that, right, everything started coming back up. So, I don't know what happened. Alright. So we're almost done going around this here, and then we'll fill in this hole, and then once that's done, we'll actually be able to move forward. Right, like that was a lot of repair work to do, you know, but should be worth it. Hopefully we won't have to widen it any further. I'm not ruling that out, but I don't want to do that, to be quite honest. All right. What's the pro tip? Don't talk about how good your internet is. Because it'll turn around and call you a liar. Alright, uh-oh. Don't put down your pliers, strange as sounds, and makes things go a lot faster. No. I mean, a lot of times I don't. Right? Like, for most projects I don't. Like, I don't think I would be able to hold my pliers and weave this at the same time. Not at its current size. But no, absolutely, I get what you're saying. Alright, come on. So I just realized I've done something silly again. So we have these, the rings that connect the band of interwoven 4-in-1 and the band of European 4-in-1 are 18 gauge 1/4 inch rings, right? And the ones in this patch in the middle here are all black, and they're not going to get another loop of chainmail around them the way these two patches are. So they will actually be exposed. People will be able to see them. So that means that we have to take some of the black rings from here and put them on either side here. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 10 rings. I don't think that'll take very long, but man, you know, it's like every time you think you're getting somewhere, something else comes up. And I just is what it is, right? Come on. I would like to move forward on this project, please. No, say it ain't so. Yeah, I mean, it's all. There's probably, you know, there's gonna be more things that pop up that we haven't anticipated yet. Like this project isn't done throwing shit at me every corner I turn. It's just, it wants to struggle to get done. It's always such fun to rip out a portion of your weave. I know, right? It's just the best. All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Trying to figure out. One. There's a reason you got a big pile of, well, that didn't work, waiting me torn down. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm working through right now, you know? Is this big pile of old projects that I need to find a purpose for, and rings, and that's what the sweeps drawer is for? Yeah. That didn't work, sweep it into the drawer. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. And I've got, I don't know, I got a bunch of necklaces over here I want to put better clasps on. Because the ones I have are like the cheap Hobby Lobby ones. I want fancier clasps for my necklaces. One of the, if I don't make money, you know, selling chainmail themed print apparel, I'm going to start a manufacturing company that caters specifically to chainmail themed designs and just make awesome findings for all the chainmail weaves that I can. Once a month or so, you sweep the. Once a month or so, you empty the sweeps drawer into a big coffee can. Yeah. And then what? You work on. You like finish it up from there? Is that? Oh, okay. You're drilling over chainmail coffee can sweeps. All right. No, I mean, just trying to get rid of some of the rings that I have for one reason or another that I bought without any intention of using them for a specific project. I just thought, oh, you know, I will see what I can make of those, and then I never did anything with them. And now I have all these rings, and it's like, okay, well, you know, probably be a good idea to do something with them before I go spend more money on rings I'd like to try working with, you know. So, and then of course there's the pile after pile of unfinished projects laying around down here that I need to finish or sell or whatever. You could do a sweeps drawer trade just to see what other mailers you come up with. Nice. Now the prospect of specialty class and findings being in your backyard. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's like there's a couple ways to make chainmail or to make money off of chainmail, right? That don't involve you bending over and crippling your body to close, you know, 150 million rings in your lifetime, right? It's like one of those ways would be to, like, I think Metal Designs is doing a bunch of them, like their cut titanium findings that they have. And I think that is going to, the more they specialize those findings for specific ring sizes and weaves and whatnot, I think they're really gonna see what a good idea that is. You know, like I would love to do it too, but it's like if I can get MailleWerX, the clothing company, to be successful, right? And I'm fairly sure I can. You know, maybe that's the next step, is to start looking into manufacturing specific to the chainmail community, right? You know, available for everyone, but like this class will fit an 18 gauge 3/16 Byzantine necklace perfectly, you know, and it's stylish and smooth, and oh, by the way, it's made out of some kind of precious metal or, you know, space meteorite that also makes it highly valuable, you know, and your customers are going to love it. Yay, rings! Hi, Alex. How are you? Don't do that. Yep. Barb, I like the way you think, absolutely. You look at it this way. John Daniel started TRL, hand cutting, galvanized with 8-inch bolt cutters. Yep. Find a need, fill a need, right? There's plenty of ring makers out there. Plenty of people who resell rings, right? I think Metal Designs clasps and findings are like neat, but I don't think they're specific to chainmail, right? I think they are just like the end cap of a necklace clasp, right? As opposed to, which don't get me wrong, they're pretty, they're very nice. You put them on a necklace, they'll be lovely, but right. But let's say you have a sheet of half Persian 3-in-1 sheet 6 where it comes together at an angle, right? And you need a clasp that fits that angle. Oh, and also matches up to the other side, right? Maybe shouldn't melt down the slag you find every time you dig a hole in the backyard. Yeah, start making clasps. A good clasp, I can't even say the dang word. A good clasp will increase the value of your necklace tremendously. Sometimes if the clasp is good enough, it can be the focus of your necklace. As you speak, you have 20-pound spools of 16, 18 gauge BA and stainless, and 18 gauge brass, bronze, and a ringinator. Yeah, like, I mean, that's another thing too, right? It's like a lot of people don't need ring manufacturers. They can make their own out of the tools they have on hand, right? It is just nice. Like, I've spent my time doing the make the rings thing, and I have no desire to do it ever again, but for the people, like, it's not cost effective for me. If you have all the tools and the setup to run it, you know, absolutely, right? It's like, there's one, you know, company that makes clasps kind of with chainmail in mind. So I just think there's a lot of room in that area. There's my free $1 million idea for whoever's listening. You know? You've been watching a lot of jewelry design videos lately. Class seem fairly straightforward, just time intensive. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they are. You know, good ones anyway. To take a clasp for a necklace that fits whatever weave, right, specifically, and then to have it like integrate into a weave, right, the way some clasps integrate with the chains of their necklace or bracelet or whatever, right? Like, I think that you could do really well serving the chainmail community with that in mind. I have no idea how to get that set up or how to make it work or anything. Maybe one day. Box clasps are super easy. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to take your word for it. The, you know, make a clasp that incorporates a safety chain style closure, right? Doesn't have to be a safety chain, just like a secondary piece on that clasp that holds that will ensure the clasp does not open up, right? I don't know what that would look like, but that's what I'm looking for. Box clasps were super easy. Okay, I read that already, sorry. I can't talk tonight. But of course I can't talk any night I'm up in here. Box clasps. Which makes me wonder how I sound to people I talk to on a daily basis. Alright. Where are we at here? Alright. No, it's called blade clasp, simple metal box with a folded piece of metal and a notch catch. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen some, you know, little decorative silver ones. That's another thing too, it's like, how many decorative stainless steel clasps are out there in the world? Or findings, right, that are decorative, right? Not like a hook and a latch kind of deal, but like a pretty piece of metal to dangle off a necklace, you know. It's like I have some nice spiral silver ones that they're tube clasps that I really like for a lot of stuff I've done in the past, but you know, the rings on the sides of all the tube clasps, they break. They're not poorly made, but it's silver. It's not going to be super strong. Come here, you. I know they tried to make like stainless tube clasps up at the Ring Lord, and I bought some. I was very disappointed. Because like, where the rings closed and were welded to the tube, right, was never like the closure of the ring. I don't think they perfected that. I don't know if they carry them anymore, but I didn't buy any more. But I was very excited about those. You know. And you take, they're also called blade, okay. The issue with chainmail specific clasps would be the sheer number of weaves. There's over 800 European weaves on mail. Yeah, I know. Like, it would have to be someone who is familiar with chainmail and has, you know, has learned more than 2 weaves, or has done it for a long time. You've used tube clasp, you're not a fan? I'm not. If they had stronger rings on the sides of the tubes and a locking mechanism to keep them closed, I would be a much bigger fan. So I completely understand where you're coming from there. I just, you know, I just think there's a lot of room for improvement. What have I done? You've got to be kidding me. I have an extra ring here. God damn it. How? Alright, so did I miss a ring somewhere? Oh my goodness. Here, I thought everything was gonna start working out after we finish this. Nope. I got one extra ring in there, and it's I don't know if you can see this or not, but okay. Those 2 rings right there. There's only 1 ring to connect them to really up here. God damn. Maybe you'll start a few prototypes after the new bench is finished. Yeah. No, I do. I have an extra ring in here. You find tube clasps open too easily? Yeah. I do too. That's why they need a locking mechanism on them. This is we're gonna try some think of it as an authentic Persian rug. The weaver will intentionally drop a few stitches. It's a contraction. Ugh. If anybody ever tries to duplicate this, you know, this is how they'll tell this one was mine. Ta-da! Alright. The problem with doing that is these things usually, well, sometimes they'll stand out. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. Oh, that's okay. That'll tighten up too. We're like right at the bottom of this wine bottle. Alright, I don't see it sticking out like a sore thumb on here. So we added a contraction. Some much needed contraction. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Where are we at here? It's 23. You got to run, man. All right, have a good night, David. Yay, 5 whole hours of sleep. Good. Get some good rest. Get some good rest. We're about to pop off here. So it's a work day. I can't stay up late. It's already 10 o'clock here. And I think with that we're going to go ahead and start calling it a night, but there it is. We'll fix this up later, and then we're going to start doing the second layer of for the strap. right? So that'll tighten it up some more, and then we'll figure out a bottom for it. I like it. I think it looks nice. It's definitely... I don't think anybody else has done anything like this before. I've seen a lot of bottle wraps, but I don't know. All right. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Right? If you like the stream and want to support what you love in the world, go to MailleWerX.com. Get yourself something nice. Okay, the more stuff I sell, the more time I can spend doing this. Hanging out with you guys. So, if you want to, if you don't want to buy anything, you can always share these streams with a friend. Tell your Renaissance pal that we're over here making some chainmail. Right? Where are we at? Then I'm gonna disassemble the whole thing and weld all the rings. That's right. Thank you, Peg. So, thanks everyone for hanging out. I do appreciate it. You guys rock. You never got that email. All right, Barb. Have a good night. David, text me what email you're looking for. I don't know what email you're looking for. It's not you, it's me. I just have a terrible memory. So, let me know, and I will talk to you guys probably